Hello, lovelies. This week I want to talk about why we need to be wary of those quick fixes. So, you've seen them, lose 6 kilos in 6 weeks and what you can do instead. So, hi, I'm Nick. I am a menopause weight loss coach. I've been a dietitian for 30 years. And I help women on this very confusing journey of navigating menopausal weight loss. So if you're joining me live, say hello in the comments below. If you're watching the replay, put #replay and please pop your questions in. I love answering your questions. Okay, so what's the problem? Now, the research shows that women stick to diets for about 4 weeks and men stick to them for 6. What is that? Anyway, but they have like a 98% fail rate. So, really we should just give up on the idea of diets. Because, the thing is, we fall off them, don't we? We just can't stick to them. And that's because real life happens. I mean, some diets have even gone to the trouble of adding in a free day, so where you get to eat, anything you want to try and overcome that sort of restrictiveness and all the rest of it. But, really people still fail. And I just think that reinforces the whole, going on and going off a diet. So what is the answer? Because we know that if nothing changes, nothing changes. And if you are desiring a healthy body weight, especially in menopause, then something's got to change. And if you didn't hear me talk about it a couple of weeks ago, I really want to reiterate that, I listened to a very long podcast where Professor Susan Davis, who is an endocrinologist who studied menopause her whole life, basically came out and said that, if she could wave a magic wand, the one thing that she would do to help all women going through menopause have a better, easier transition, it would be to help them be at a healthy body weight. So what can we do? And, the problem isn't you. The problem is that diets are designed for the masses. They're not designed for you. And, this is, something I'm just so passionate about, because diets don't take into account your life. And let's just think about your life for a moment. They don't take into account your family dynamics. So, have you got a husband who is a meatitarian, is a carnivore? Have you got a family of fussy children? Are you working? What is your time availability? How much time do you have to spend in the kitchen? How much time do you want to spend in the kitchen? That's a biggie. Some of my clients, don't even like cooking. What are your nutritional needs? So, do you have thyroid issues, low iron? Are you constipated? All of these things need to be taken into account. Your menopause journey, what's going on? Are you currently struggling with, hot flashes, hot flashes, struggling sleeping? There are so many things that need to be taken into account on that personal level as well. I'm just checking my notes. Your past dieting experiences. I mean, this is huge. What are some of the beliefs that are, going on in your head that are preventing you from taking action, or they're swaying you in another direction? I mean, this is huge. I just see this all the time. The current dieting trends are, overlaying everything that we're doing. Oh, and I'm supposed to be having healthy fats, but isn't fruit got too much sugar in it? And all those types of things. I think that's better. It was slowly creeping that way. What is your relationship with food? So, this is so key to being able to make any plan sustainable for you. Are you a moderator? Can you moderate? Are you that person that can have one piece of chocolate and then forget the block exists? No, no, not me. What are those strategies for real life? When real life happens, what can we do to make it easy for you to not fall off the wagon? So it's not about being perfect. It's not about perfection. It's about creating a plan that takes all of those things into account. And that is why I create a personalized plan for every single client, taking into account all of those things. So if that has, piqued your interest, if you are struggling to release weight, you've the hormones, midlife hormones have kicked in, and you've either always struggled with your weight, or all of a sudden, things are going haywire, and you've suddenly got a muffin top, then let's talk. I have a mini menopause assessment where you get my eyes on what you're currently doing. And that way I can help you figure out what is the next step, what is the next plan of action for you so that you can start to release weight. If you like what you hear, then we can discuss how I can support you in that journey. So I hope this has really, helped you not feel like a failure because you've never been able to stick to a diet, because it's not you. The problem isn't you. The problem is in those mass-produced diets. They're not created for you. They're not individualized. They don't help you learn how to navigate real life. So have a great day. Please pop your questions in the comments below, and I'll talk to you soon.